You smell that?
Nature's most powerful aphrodisiac.
Leaving right after this drink. Rock and roll, whiskey, and other stories. With your host, Brian Shaw.
Cheers. Oh, yeah. And welcome to episode 24 of I'm Leaving Right After This Drink, Rock and Roll, Whiskey, and Other Stories. And before we get into it, you may or may not notice, if you're watching the YouTube feed, but I am drinking something different tonight. Still Jack Daniels, but it's the Jack Daniels Lynchburg Lemonade. Oh man, this stuff is so good. And this is like, they're so refreshing. And by the way, this is a non-paid endorsement, but if Jack Daniels would like to reach out, I'm all ears to have that discussion. Trust me. So anyhow, Jack Daniels Lynchburg Lemonade. I got these gigantic cans. Look at that. That's freaking unbelievable, right? These things are amazing. And here's what's really good about these Jack Daniels Lynchburg lemonades, Lynchburgs, is that they're carbonated. When you pop them open, you're like, oh, nice carbonated, refreshing drink on a hot summer day. And then if you don't drink the whole can in one sitting, it's okay. Put it in your refrigerator. It goes a little bit flat. And guess what? Then it tastes like lemonade. It tastes like your regular old lemonade that you make, you know, the Country Time lemonade or whatever the hell it was called. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. So trust me, go out and pick up those things, man. Those things are delicious and they're perfect for the summertime. So now that non-paid endorsement is out of the way, we are going to talk about what the hell's been going on for the last month or so. Because I know the handful of you guys that are glued to YouTube just waiting for the next episode to come out. Well, here we are. A lot of stuff happens in the month of June and towards the beginning of July here because, of course, summertime starts. So you got to be out and about during the summertime. You also have my birthday in there, and then we also have the 4th of July. So a lot of stuff happening, and that's why I've just kind of taken a little bit of a break. But hey, we're back, and now hopefully we'll be back on that kind of regular schedule of every other week or whatever the hell they've been coming out at. And and just have some fun talking smack. And for those of you who have never tuned in, just tuning in, whatever the case may be, I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has supported the podcast, shares, subscribes, all that fun stuff that we're supposed to do on YouTube and social media. So I appreciate that. And you newbies, hey, welcome. And here's what it's all about. Spent about 18 years in the music business and TV. Got to meet a lot of cool people. Got to meet some assholes. We talk about them all. Plus, we talk about shit that's just happened in the meantime. So, for instance, going to see Tyler Bryant the Shakedown as they opened up for Clutch at the Orlando House of Blues. Now, this is my third time seeing Tyler Bryant, and was absolutely an incredible show. And I think Tyler Bryant came out on a mission to blow the doors off of the House of Blues, as well as win over those fans that are Clutch fans. Because if you listen to Clutch and you listen to Tyler Bryant, a little bit different audience going on there. And I definitely think that Tyler Bryant won over some people. But he did tell us, as he was on stage, he had opened up for Clutch before from many years ago, 2018 or something. So that's pretty cool that Clutch, has taken him back out. And those of you guys who are not familiar with Tyler Bryant the Shakedown, an incredible band. And his rhythm guitarist is Graham Whitford. And that is Brad Whitford from Aerosmith's son. And this guy, man, he smokes too. So two incredible guitarists. Plus you have a drummer. They've had I feel like they've had a revolving door of bassists over the years. And in this particular night, they had a different drummer as well, which was new. But between the drummer and the bassist, I believe these guys were brothers. Man, they just fucking killed it. These guys were incredible. This drummer was just pounding the drums. And man, it was awesome. It was a fantastic show. Had a chance to talk to the guys after the show. And super cool dudes, super nice guys. Actually remembered playing the other places in Tampa when we had mentioned we had driven up to Orlando from Tampa. And he's like, where'd you see us before? And I was like, oh, we saw you at the Floridian. He's like, oh, the social club. I was like, yeah. So that was cool. So myself and my concert partner in crime, as I'll just call her that now. Still, I'll add another nickname to her repertoire of nicknames, is Tits McGee. and some of you may or may not know who that is. But for those of you who don't, the name says it all, as you might see from the picture that I'll put up right here. And yeah, fantastic set of boobs. That's why my friend Randy gave her the nickname Tits McGee. So yeah, I just like to say Tits McGee. It's kind of a fun name to say, so I did. What else can we talk about? Who else did we see in the meantime? I feel like there's a couple other things happening. Oh, it's not that I went and saw them, but I did sit on my couch and watch the Black Sabbath Back to the Beginning. How freaking awesome was that? Did anybody get a chance to actually sit down and watch it? Maybe you paid for the live stream. Maybe you just caught the clips, as they were happening that day. I know a couple of the music news sites and stuff like that I go to. They were just pushing out, hey, so-and-so just performed this part. Check it out here. So I was catching some of that as I was in between doing some fun shit on Saturday. And then on Sunday, went back and just like skimmed through so many performances. And I got to tell you, man, for the last show, the final bow, whatever you want to call it, man, it was kick-ass. And, hey, listen, I'll be the first one to admit, not the biggest Black Sabbath fan in the world. And, but I'll tell you, you could not have asked for a better show. The talent that showed up, the bands that showed up, man, so good. So incredibly awesome. I think, obviously, man, you can go down the list of who was incredible. But I think what we should talk about is maybe who was the worst. Because I got to tell you, man, I am a huge Guns N' Roses fan. Easily in my top 3 bands of all time. And yet, I will be the first one to admit, dude, they could not pull off 4 Black Sabbath covers. No, didn't work for whatever reason. You can say it's because Axl can't sing. You can say whatever you want. It just was not good. And listen, again, I love Axl. I love GNR. But, you just couldn't pull it off. And maybe it's because it wasn't in the right register, wasn't in the right key. Whatever you want to throw out there, it's fine. And you're not going to upset me. And if you say you thought they were great, hey, that's great too, because I love GNR. But let's be honest, they were not. At least Axl was not. Let's just call it like we see it, right? But of course, some of the incredible performers, Steven Tyler, dude, Steven Tyler sounded amazing. So we can probably start to think, might be an Aerosmith show or two probably coming up in 26. Seeing Tom Morello playing a Les Paul, that was pretty badass. Because you don't normally see him playing that kind of guitar, so that was kind of cool. Nuno Bettencourt, listen. Come on. That dude, absolutely unfucking believable is Nuno Bettencourt. Holding it all together. Jakey Lee, is Jakey Lee. And it was funny, my buddy Drew pointed out, he's like, hey man, you got to cut the guy some slack. He was just shot not too long ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that the guy had been shot. So yes, we got to cut Jakey Lee some slack, and we shall. But let's face it, man, between Nuno, Tom Morello, and Zakk Wylde, dude, you pretty much got it covered in the guitar world, right? And then you're going to add in Tony Iommi to the mix at the very end with Black Sabbath. I mean, the riff master himself, right? So absolutely an unbelievable final show and it was certainly not what I was expecting. I thought Ozzy was great. I mean, here's a guy who we all have probably thought wasn't even going to make it till the final show. Comes out, sings 8 or 9 songs, and just this afternoon, I heard what was supposedly the isolated audio tracks. Sounded pretty legit. And I know, of course, there's a lot of tools out there now to be able to pull that and do it. So sounded pretty legit, sounded pretty fucking crazy. And it sounded pretty good. I think you could hear the emotion in his voice. You could also hear how it was, definitely taking a toll for singing like that and having, all the illness that's going on with Ozzy. I can't remember what's going on anymore. And also the fact that they raised $100 and something million for the charities and stuff. Dude, it just was an all in all amazing day. And what a day of rock and roll. Pantera, Alice in Chains, GNR, Metallica. I mean, good God. It was crazy. Lamb of God, Mastodon. That Youngblood guy doing changes. Like, I don't know who that guy is, but dude, fucking nailed that too. So just an absolutely unbelievable, show. Now, I will say the other downside of the show is Jason Momoa as the host. I mean, come on, whatever. Like, they could have gotten a lot of other people to host that show, and they pulled in, whatever. Jack Black, by the way, not a huge fan of Jack Black either, but his performance with Tom Morello's kid and Scott Ian's kid, that was pretty fucking badass too, man. So all in all, super cool show. Tyler Bryant, another incredible show. So that was pretty awesome. And it was nice to actually see like a really cool show from my living room. So that was a win. And so, what else happened? Oh yeah, it was the 4th of July in the middle of all that. And I got a bunch of idiots in the parking lot lighting off fucking fireworks. I'm just going to vent here again because I got to tell you, dude, listen, I am all about you having fun and shooting off fireworks and doing all kinds of fucking crazy shit on the 4th of July. Been there, done that. But guess what? My happy ass was laying on my fucking couch enjoying a cold one. So that was nice. But listen, if you're going to launch off fireworks, how about just doing this? How about launching them where there's not cars within like 3 fucking feet of where you're launching fireworks? That would be fucking awesome. I mean, seriously. Like, I'm going to put a couple of my videos up, I think, during this. And you'll see, I mean, literally, man, I got a picture. It looks like there is this gigantic fire that is about to engulf a car. And these fucking knuckleheads are lighting them off in the parking lot, just feet away from buildings and cars. Now, one thing I can promise you, they weren't by their cars. I mean, Jesus. But it was nice that I was not the Karen, and nor was I the grumpy old man. I was just the guy videotaping it like a fucking idiot spectator. And it was great because on one of the videos, and maybe that's the one I'll put up, you hear the guy as I'm filming it, he's like, cut that shit out. And that was pretty fucking funny. That did make me laugh. So maybe I'll try and throw that in. I'll just leave it for a moment of silence here to see if I actually put it in and you get to hear it. And so, yeah, also got a time to take a drink there. So, so that was kind of all the fun and excitement that happened, in this 30 days. Oh, and then I bought a new guitar. So, like, I got to have time to screw around and play on the new guitar and stuff. So, hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate you waiting with bated breath for the next episode. So, always so appreciated. You can always purchase a shirt in the link in the description. You can donate and buy me some whiskey or some more of these Jack Daniels Lynchburg lemonades. These things, again, are fucking delicious. And they're so refreshing. And here's the best part. You don't really get fucked up until you do the whole can. That sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Yeah, make your own jokes on that one. So we'll of course, we're going to wrap this up as I like to keep them under 20 minutes. And look at this. We're clocking in under 15 on this episode as we kind of just did this huge Cliff Notes version of the podcast tonight. And with, still time to spare. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Leave any comments that you would like about the Back to the Beginning show. Share your thoughts on, who you thought was awesome, who you thought sucked. Do you agree with me that GNR and Axl Rose? Let me rephrase that. That Axl Rose sucked? Because look, GNR is great as a whole, but let's face it, Axl Rose on this day in particular sounded like dog shit. So now that we got that all out of the way, and just for fun, let's just say Tits McGee one more time. Because why not? It's fun to say. Say it at home. So, hey, thanks again. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun shit. And I appreciate you tuning in for episode 24. great stuff. Jack Daniels, Lynchburg Lemonade. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. You dig?
God bless the internet.